Well, thank you very much, Ken Workington. Welcome, everybody, to a big Saturday here at the Big M. As Ken said, best of luck to everyone in the World Harness Handicapping Championship tonight. They're playing for a top prize of, I believe, $16,400. Big cash on the line. Holly, big cash in the pick 5 with that $30,000 carryover pool. In 1978, for one glorious summer, Whata Baron was the best pacer in the sport, Holly. He rewrote the record books at the time here at the Big M when a mile in 1:55 was actually considered a big deal.
Yeah, and he actually posted 5 of history's first 15, including 7 55 miles just here in 1978 alone. He didn't do it any other year. He wasn't a great horse until 1978, and you can make a case, Sam, that he was one of the greatest free-for-allers for a single season, even to this day, ever to compete at the Meadowlands.
Well, his owner, Ed Friedberg, is actually in the house this evening, and he'll make the trophy presentation along with LaVonda Williams for the Whata Baron. And Ed was kind enough to send us a DVD of Whata Baron's sweep of the Driscoll back in June of '78 against a great group of names you'll know. Here's the first leg on June 15th. Dave Johnson calling the action. Enjoy.
They're off. Whata Baron on the inside, quickly going for the lead. On the outside, Dreammaker. Toward the rail, that's JM Jupiter. Far outside, Shady Side Trixie. They swing around the clubhouse turn. And on the outside, there goes Whata Baron racing up and getting to the front 3 parts of a length. JM Jupiter along the inside is second. And there goes Shady Side Trixie. Rushing up into 3rd position on the outside, Shady Side Trixie moves quickly to the leader. Shady Side Trixie on the outside gets to the front 3 parts of a length. First quarter in 27 3/5 seconds. Down the backstretch, Shady Side Trixie has the lead ahead, and there goes Whata Baron back to challenge. Whata Baron on the outside, regaining command. Shady Side Trixie second length at a quarter. JM Jupiter is third as Rambling Willie rambles up on the outside fourth and going to the leaders, followed by Le Baron Rouge in 5th position. Dreammaker is 6th on the inside. Senior Skipper is 7th. They reach the half in 57 4/5 seconds. And to the far turn, it's Whata Baron in front 3 parts of a length. Whata Baron holds on to the lead by 3 parts of a length on the outside. Rambling Willie is right there second by a half, and Shady Side Trixie on the inside is third, 3 parts of a length. Le Baron Rouge is 4th on the outside, and Senior Skipper gains ground 5th. Dreammaker back to 6th. After that, it's Town Drunk and Jade Prince. They turn for home after reaching the 3/4 mark in 1 minute, 26 4/5 seconds. And down the stretch they come. Whata Baron has the lead by 6.5 lengths. Between horses, Le Baron Rouge on the outside. It's Senior Skipper, but as they come to the wire, it's Whata Baron going easily in front.
Holly, Whata Baron and Lou Williams really got away from the field there at the top of the stretch. 1:54 3 was the time for the win in the first leg against some of the biggest names in the sport at that time.
That's for sure, and he'd later be the first sub-54 horse here ever in history. This is for the Driscoll series, which was later renamed 1999 for the Horton, which is what we know today. Sam, the most interesting stat on Whata Baron might be this. 4 years after he retired, he still had the second most 55 miles in history behind one horse. His name is Niatros, 13-7.
Well, the second leg turned out to be a little tougher for Whata Baron because of some tight quarters that you'll see in first turn traffic. Here's the original harness voice of the Meadowlands, Ed Gorman, with the second leg Driscoll call from 1978.
Here they come. Go. Dreammaker's going to go out for that early lead, and Whata Baron moves right with him. To the inside is Jam Booger, and Governor Skipper's going right up with the leaders as they head the first turn. Whata Baron swings to the outside, racing rough as Dreammaker gets the top, and Whata Baron takes dead aim, coming right back on again. Along the rail in third is Jam Booger. Governor Skipper's in 4th. Then it's Le Baron Rouge 5th. Whata Baron is taking command with Governor Skipper charging up to challenge. They go the quarter 27-4. Head down the back stretch, and Governor Skipper's going right with him. Governor Skipper from the outside gets a head up, make it a half, and going for the lead. Second on the rail is Whata Baron. And then it's Dreammaker, followed by Jam Booger 4th. 2 back to Le Baron Rouge in 5th. Shady Side Trixie follows 6th. Then it's Town Drunk, Senior Skipper, and Rambling Willie. Governor Skipper commands at a length and a quarter on Whata Baron. Dreammaker stays close up in third. LeBaron Rouge ready to make a move from fourth as they reach the half and 57-2. Move on to the far turn. Governor Skipper leads the way to the turn. It's a length. Second is Whata Baron. Up now a closer third. Dreammaker on the outside. Jambuga continues tucked in fourth. LeBaron Rouge has moved to the shoulder in fifth. Shady Side Trixie coming together now with Senor Skipper gaining ground along the rail. Then it's Town Drunk and Rambling Willie. He's going to follow Senor Skipper on the inside. Off the turn at the three-quarters, Governor Skipper's on the front end by a length and a half. Second, Whata Baron looking to come out. Reach three-quarters in 1:26.1. They turn home. Up top is Governor Skipper, and here comes Whata Baron. Governor Skipper's got the front. Whata Baron's alongside. They're head and head. Whata Baron sticks a nose up. Coming on is LeBaron Rouge and Shady Side Trixie from the outside. Senor Skipper closing along the rail, but Whata Baron is what a horse. He's moving out. Whata Baron drawn out.
And Holly, 153.4 was a track record at the Meadowlands, and I believe at the time was like the second fastest race mile in harness history.
Yes, and he later lowered that mark, Sam, in a time trial 53.3 at Syracuse. And it's an amazing horse. You saw once he got out, it was all over. Lou Williams, what an accomplished driver here. He came here with horses like Jefferson LaBelle, New Lou, Pat's Gypsy, won the Presidential, April Skipper, Spare Hand, the co-track record holder. Lou Williams made a huge impact at the Big M the first 6-7 years, and that was his most notable horse.
Well, the final of the Driscoll was June 29th. The purse, $152,000, unheard of back then. The place was packed. The pressure was on Whata Baron for the sweep. Once again, here's Ed Gorman.
Here they come. Good go. Governor Skipper leads with Shady Side Trixie and Whata Baron's going to watch him from the rail. Then it's Town Drunk in fourth, followed by LeBaron Rouge, Rambling Willie, and Senor Skipper. From between horses, Governor Skipper, Whata Baron's going to make him work for the lead, continues pressing hard from rail position, and Shady Side Trixie's right there in third. Then it's Town Drunk, some 3-4 lengths away, LeBaron Rouge, Rambling Willie, and Senor Skipper. Governor Skipper looking to clear a length, the quarter and 27 flat. Governor Skipper's got the top length and a quarter. Whata Baron stays second, followed by Shady Side Trixie. Then it's Town Drunk. There goes Whata Baron out to challenge the leader. Governor Skipper's got the rail, and Whata Baron's coming alongside to go for the lead, followed by Shady Side Trixie and Town Drunk, and Whata Baron gets the top as they move to the half. Governor Skipper stays second, Shady Side Trixie, Town Drunk, followed by LeBaron Rouge, Rambling Willie, and Senor Skipper. Reach the half, Whata Baron up top in 56 flat. Move on to the far turn, and Governor Skipper stays tucked in second behind Whata Baron. In third is Shady Side Trixie. Town Drunk is fourth, and it's LeBaron Rouge, Rambling Willie, and Senor Skipper. They're moving on the turn, and Whata Baron commands at a length. There goes Town Drunk up. Giving them a challenge now as Governor Skipper continues second with the rail. Town Drunk's going to move up to challenge Whata Baron. Whata Baron's got the rail as they move to the three-quarters. Town Drunk ranges up on the outside in second. Three-quarters now in 1:26.4. Off the turn at the top of the lane, Whata Baron shakes off Town Drunk and starts turning it on. Governor Skipper has rail position in second. Whata Baron with Lou Williams in command is there by 2. Governor Skipper's second. Town Drunk on the outside is third. Then it's Shady Side Trixie. Senor Skipper coming with a big rush at the end. Whata Baron's got it by 2, 3 lengths. Whata Baron heading for that record. It's Whata Baron in front.
So Whata Baron sweeps the Driscoll Series back in 1978 with unheard of times for that era. And Holly, the story of Whata Baron is also the story of Lou Williams, who was basically the Jackie Robinson of harness racing, really kind of broke the color barrier. He was the first black driver that was a superstar in the modern era of our sport. He was nicknamed Super Lou, aggressive driving style, that left-handed whip, made a major impact everywhere he raced, including the Big M.
And sometimes when you have a great horse, the driver's efforts get lost in there. Little Paul McDonnell, some beat somewhere type of thing. Lou Williams had a lot to do with Whata Baron. He knew what to do. He knew how to rate a horse. You can see the sprinting home, holding off great free-for-all fields. He also starred with horses like New Lou, and then April Skipper winning the Presidential. He drove the first female horse, the Meadowlands Pace, Courageous Lady. And you can see the way he makes speed. He was fearless on the racetrack, and Lou Williams, big imprint the first 6-7 years at the Big M.
And the sad part of the story was Lou's constant struggle with drug addiction. He was suspended from the sport, went to rehab multiple times, and was on the verge of getting his license back when he was killed in a farming accident. A tractor flipped over on him and took his life. So one of our sport's brightest talents from decades ago, Lou Williams, was dead at the age of 42, and we honor his memory and the memory of his greatest horse, Whata Baron, at the Meadowlands this evening.